Today I am going to read a new story that I haven't read before, and this is called Bilal Cooks Daal. This is by Aisha Saeed, and it's illustrated by Aisha Saeed. Bilal Cooks Daal. Bilal is biking outside with his friends when his father steps out of the house. "Bilal, it's time to begin cooking dinner," says Abu. Bilal's friends ask why they would need to start cooking so early. "This dish takes patience," Abu says. "This dish takes time. It's the best meal of all," says Bilal. "It's dal." "What's dal like? Is it salty? Does it taste really good?" "Dal is nutty and creamy and warm like soup. There are all different kinds. Come see. You can help us pick which one." That looks yummy. They take off their shoes, they wash their hands. Bilal grabs his favorite stool. They study the colors. Yellow, orange, green. "Yellow," Elias says, "because yellow is sunflowers, rubber ducks, and the sun. And Chana dal is my favorite," Bilal says. So this is Chana. I think this is like the seasoning they're going to use. When Abu scoops out a cup of the bright yellow dal, it clatters into the bowl. They're small like pebbles, but shaped like pancakes, and they slip through Bilal's fingers like sand. They line up the spices. Bilal breathes in the scent of turmeric, chili, cumin. Morgan sprinkles salt. Elias tries to help. Bilal combines the spices. Abu pulls out a pot, the biggest they have. That one's really excited for dal. She's like, "Yeah! Woo!" "It looks funny," Morgan frowns. "It smells funny," whispers Elias. "Do you think it will taste okay?" And suddenly Bilal is a little tiny bit worried that maybe, just maybe, his friends won't like dal at all. "Is it ready?" asks Elias. "Can we taste?" asks Morgan. "No," Abu explains. "Dal takes time. We have to wait. The flavors mix together slowly. You kids go play and have fun while it cooks." They run outside to play hopscotch. Elias numbers the sidewalk to 20. "Let's make it longer, to 100, he says. "It'll definitely be done by then." So they hop, skip, and jump to the end. Caleb and Emma join too. "Let's check if it's ready. Let's go take a bite." "Not yet," Bilal tells them. "Dal takes time. We have to wait." They put on swimsuits, slip down the slide, and cannonball into Morgan's pool. Elias floats. Morgan dives. Some neighborhood kids join them, and they all play Marco Polo. "Is the dal done?" asks Morgan. "It's got to be ready by now." Splash! Bilal squints at the sun. It's not as high in the sky. "Almost," he tells them. "Dal takes time. We have to wait a little longer." They hike through the forest and skip pebbles in the stream. The sun starts to set. As they watch fireflies glow, they hear Abu call out, "Bilal, it's almost time." They march up the cobblestone steps. They knock on the yellow door, and as loud as they can, they ask, "Is it done?" "Come see," Abu smiles and opens the door wider. The kids rush inside. Bilal lifts up the lid. He peeks in the pot. Abu says, "Ready for the final steps." They dice up the onions, chop ginger, press garlic, squeeze lemons, and top it off with fresh cilantro. I want to go over to Bilal's house tonight for dal. That sounds really yummy. Bilal puts out plates. Abu sets out the naan. The kid pull up every chair in the house. So here's their naan, the bread, and the dal that they made. It looks like they have some rice with it. Bilal watches his friends take a spoonful of dal. "It's steamy," says Morgan. "Like soup," says Elias. "It tastes garlicky and salty and sweet. I like the onions. I like the lemon. And the way it's so creamy, it melts in your mouth. Dal takes time. We had to wait. But, Bilal, you were right. Dal tastes great." Bilal looks at his dad and smiles. Abu winks. "Tasty, isn't it?" he says. "Like my Ami once made. My friends and I helped her once, like you." Dal is tiny, dal is tough, but with a little time and a lot of patience, it becomes the softest, tastiest, best thing in the whole wide world. And the best part is sharing it with friends. That's why Bilal loves dal so much. The end. And at the end, there's even a recipe if we wanted to make dal ourselves.